To get child support. We have an adopted son.
Okay. How old is your adopted son?
He's 16.
Okay.
And I've been taking care of him by myself for probably the last 6 years.
Today, we'll examine a case in which Miss Martha Sanchez requested child support from her husband, who has been evading his responsibilities for 6 years.
Because I couldn't have children, and so Mr. Sanchez thought that we should adopt.
This man voluntarily adopted a child, but he later refused to help his wife raise him.
Several years ago, he also decided that he should have a secretarial person in his life, so to speak.
What do you mean by that?
He had an affair with his secretary.
Oh, okay.
And so I was left to raise our son by myself.
His casual demeanor raises the possibility that he mistook adoption for a gym membership or something.
That you're raising him by yourself. He's not giving you any type of support?
No.
Do you know if he has any money?
I know he does. I know that his parents just recently passed away, and they had a big farm, and they had a lot of land, and they had a bunch of cows, and so I know they're worth something, and he's always had a steady job.
This individual simply lacks fundamental human decency. Money doesn't seem to be the problem.
Worked for the government forever, and he doesn't think that he should have to pay me any child support because he said it's not his biological child. And
wait a minute, real quick. You understand that an adopted child is your legal responsibility, right?
Absolutely, and I never said I don't take care of it.
He's now using the not my blood defense as though he didn't personally sign the adoption documents.
To take care of my child,
Okay.
even though he is adopted.
Okay. Well, even though the adoption part has nothing to do with it. And from now on, don't call him adoptive son, okay? He's your son.
That's correct.
Legally adopted, your son.
That's correct.
He believed that his technicality would light up the entire court, but the judge struck him with some harsh reality.
So you said his parents are deceased.
his parents died about a year ago, and he inherited a lot of land that's worth probably close to $200,000.
Okay.
And there's some cattle being run on there.
200,000. And you say he worked for the government?
He does. He works for the government, Your Honor.
He didn't have a single penny left over for his own child despite all that inherited property.
You work for the government currently, and you inherited some land, and you have cattle on that land, and you have not paid her any money for your son?
I inherited 10 acres. That's it. I've got 6 head
That's
of cattle.
it? Do you know how many acres 10 acres is?
Did he really hit the judge with the "I'm broke" defense while perched on a massive plot of land? If foolishness were a crop, he would be the wealthiest farmer on the planet.
Okay.
Well, it's
You
not
have 10
in the
acres. How much?
City of wherever.
Is it accurate what she said that these acres are worth almost $200,000?
160,000.
Okay, that's close to you know
Well,
what?
that's $40,000 less.
It may be, but it's still worth close to $200,000, which is what she said.
Judge Vaughn dismissed him for his ambiguous math session because it is a deadbeat to argue over 6 figures while his son is awaiting basic child support.
The cattle. Okay, so to combine, that's $200,000.
Well, it sounds like it.
So you have assets and worth in excess of $200,000, and you don't want to give this woman anything for your son?
I'll give her something.
Excuse me? You'll give her something.
He thought he was being giving, but he ended up on a court-mandated payment plan after successfully flipping the judge's switch.
I'm a caseworker.
Okay.
We make very little money as a case. You do cases all the time.
Sir.
I'm a caseworker. I deal with this all the time.
Okay.
If case workers make so little, why was he bragging about his inheritance? His claim was completely unbelievable, and no one was buying it at all.
This isn't fair.
How much do you make as a caseworker? No, what's not fair is the fact that you have not given her any money, and you have assets worth $200,000, and you work an everyday job. How much money are you making on your job every day?
40, 50,000, that's it.
40, 50,000. You know what, sir? You came in here to waste my time.
Unfair man growing up with a parent who views basic responsibility as a personal assault is incredibly unfair.
That is ridiculous. You're making a lot of money, and you haven't given her anything.
I take care of the child. He comes to the farm. I teach him things about how to work the land. I mean, I spend so much time with that child.
Therefore, he believed that teaching his child how to feed the cows would serve as a replacement for the necessary financial assistance. That is some real bullshit.
You have so much money when you add together what you make yearly, along with your assets. What I can do is take a reasonable amount of that and calculate your child support, okay?
Reasonable amount.
Reasonable.
Okay.
That's what I said.
What do you consider reasonable?
I thought I was the judge in asking the questions.
Well,
After blatantly avoiding his responsibilities, this guy had a lot of arrogance to act that way.
Your Honor, our son is 16 and he is playing football in school, and he has all these expenses, and I have asked Mr. Sanchez to please give us some money to buy the uniforms and for all these other expenses, and he's going to be coming up on graduation and all those expenses.
He was probably slumped in his seat, surprised to learn the true cost of rearing an adolescent.
To give me anything, that's the excuse I get all the time. Well, I take him to the farm, I teach him how to milk the cows, or I teach him how to bale the hay. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not paying for his football uniform.
And I agree with that. It costs money to raise a child.
Seeing her throw his own foolishness in front of the judge is really satisfying.
I have been dealing with this all my life with this woman. I take him out just so I don't have to listen to it.
You know what, sir? That is very uncalled for.
That's all she does. It's complete.
He must have believed that he was the protagonist of this tragedy, since he dared to throw a fit in court after irritating his wife for so long.
You have not been giving her anything for the support of your child.
Okay, I'll support the child. Just leave me alone.
Okay, she's getting ready to leave you alone right now because I'm getting ready to bother you with these numbers, okay?
Judge Vaughn didn't even take a moment to crush him under the weight of all the debts he would have to pay for the remainder of his life.
What we're going to do is calculate your child support based on, you say you make about $50,000 as a case manager, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're going to add that with that $40,000 worth of cattle that you have.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so they give you a gross of $90,000.
And there you have it, the outcome of all that abdicating your obligations and abandoning your wife and child to fend for themselves.
Right.
I have your gross at $7,500, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Brings your net to $5,834.63.
He wanted to pretend he was deaf to his obligations, but now his bank account will be able to hear it clearly.
Who carries health insurance for the child?
I've been paying a private policy for him for the last 6 years since he walked out the door.
You've been paying policy.
Okay.
Where are you getting the money to pay the policy?
Excuse me, sir. You will address me just because
Yes,
my
Your
head
Honor.
is down. Don't cut me off either.
Yes, ma'am.
You wait until I finish.
After living it all out without any accountability or concern, today might have been the worst day of his life.
Is that a month, ma'am?
$130.
$130. Okay. So you're going to reimburse that to her every month. You understand that?
I guess I have no choice, do I?
No, you don't have a choice because I just told you. So,
Eyes only dug a deeper gray for him. But this man didn't seem to get it and didn't know when to stop arguing and rolling.
on your child support, I have $1,166.93, plus you're going to reimburse that $130. That brings your child support obligation monthly to $1,296.93.
So,
The man was forced to give his kid his holy inheritance when the judge rendered a verdict that was visible from a distance.
F, what does that leave me? Income for a year.
Oh, let me check. Let's see.
That would be good.
Yeah, you know what? What's good? That $160,000 worth, the 10 acres of land, that's what you're left with. Sell it, and then maybe you'll have some money. Any other questions?
Child support and your legal obligations, you will face a more difficult task the next time if you attempt to avoid that.
Well, and you go to work every day. So $50,000 plus your $160,000 sounds like you're living a very good life at $210,000 a year. And if there are no further questions, you all are dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take the other hearing aid out.